Hello everyone, welcome back again in our discussion on agriculture extension and communication. Let us continue with the adoption process, but specifically in extension program planning. Last time we discussed that the extension program should be based on the needs and problems of the society, and that the members of the society, farmers, the organizations, community, must be involved in development and planning for extension program so that they feel that they belong and they feel that they are included in the project planning and monitoring and implementation. So let us continue with our discussion on the extension program planning. No? So let's pull up my slide. Okay, ito, no? So, what are the characteristics of a good program plan, no? So, ano yung mga characteristic ng program plan? So, the first, a sound program planning is based on analysis of the situation. So, ang atong program plan should be based on the analysis of the situations of the farmers, situations of the community, and situations of the group we are trying to give technologies and innovation, no? That is based on situation analysis. Now we have the uh, different tools for situational analysis. Now we have the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, opportunities, and I forgot the T. Now we also have the problem tree analysis. No, problem tree analysis to analyze a problem situation. Problem tree analysis. Mga tools ito in situational analysis. That we also have the participatory rural appraisal, no, PRA. Ito yung usually ginagamit ng municipal development office in barangay development planning, no? And also one of the characteristics of good program plan, select programs based on needs, no? Ato mga programs should be based on the needs and problems of the community, no? So, kung wala siya i-solve, kung wala problema i-solve, then that is not a good program. The sound program planning determines objectives and solutions that offer satisfaction. No, kung na mga gaps, no, na mga problems that need to be addressed. So, we need to address the problem so that the people will satisfy in the terms of services siguro sa gobyerno, no, offer satisfaction. So, okay. A good program has a permanence with flexibility. So, well, although we are as much as possible, we're trying to follow the program plan, but from time to time, whenever there is a problem along the way in implementation, so the program should always be willing to adjust, no, flexible sa based on the needs of the time or situation. For example, no, in Philippine government today, so sa wala pa COVID, ito yung mga programa ng gobyerno, no, pagka nagkaroon ng COVID, so mayroong changes in programs, no, in fact mayroong tayong budget alignment, yung mga ibang budget ng mga different government institutions nag-cut out, no, nag-cut off or nag-decrease in budget. Ang ubang budget giuli sa national government kay na ay reprogramming of the programs and projects of the government, no. Okay, dapat flexible tayo, no? Depende sa sitwasyon, no. A sound program has a balance with emphasis, no. A balance with emphasis. Mean to say, for example, ang program dapat makatabang siya sa mga tao, pero di siya dapat makadaot sa environment, no? Di dapat makadaot sa nature. Kaya basta makatabang sa tao, pero nakadaot sa nature, in the long run, paabot sa panahon, magkompromiso na noon ang future development. So, walay sustainability, no? So, kailangan, sound program has a balance with emphasis. Okay? So, another is, a good program has a definite plan of work. Dapat mayroong plan of work, mga schedule of activities, no? Kanus ani siya buhaton, na ay mga schedules, na mga dates of delivery of services, delivery of activity, mayroong mga dates, no? Plan of work, so dapat mayroong plan of work, no? Plan of work is an outline of procedure So arrange as to enable efficient executions of the entire program. So execution, efficient execution, maayo pagka-implement, no? Because na plan of work, so maayo pagka-implement o pag-execute because of the plan of work na may schedule, no, of the program. Okay? So, definite plan of work. So, there must be a calendar of work, no? Is an outline of work arranged chronologically, no? Unsay unahon, no? Unsay unahon pagtrabaho. Then, pila ka oras, pila ka adlaw, pila ka tawo buhaton kailangan, no? Ano siya. So, there's a calendar of work. Okay? So, a good program planning is continuous process, no? Ang planning, although ang major planning gibuhat siya before the start of the program, but during the implementation, so there is an always reflection of what the program is going on, ano yung milestone niya, no? Ano bang nangyari, then you have to reflect of what has been going on so that we can change, no, as the program has to be flexible, so we can change the program base sa situation. So there is a continuous planning, no, always a reflection on the implementation of the program so that we can do replanning and planning and replanning, no. So program planning is a teaching opportunity. Why teaching opportunity? Because along the program implementation, there are some setbacks, no? There are some problems, and with that problems we learn, no? We do some flexibility, no? We have to adjust. With that, program planning is a teaching process because along the program planning or implementation of program, we observe problems and we learn from our problems. Okay? So program plan is a coordinating process. No? Ibig sabihin, so you have to coordinate with people involved in program planning. Like for example, kung natay program extension program, project or outreach program sa mga barangay, so you have to coordinate with the LGU, no, sa mayor nga magpahibaluta na courtesy, no, importante mo adto sa barangay, so makikoordinate ta sa mayor o sa barangay captain, sa municipal agriculture officer, no, so magki-coordinate ta para ba sinaa sila matabang sa ato ano na sila ma-extend na dali ra pud ang trabaho kung there's a coordination, no. For example, kung naatay meeting, no, niya imbis mo adto ka sa barangay, tawagan na lang nato ang mayor kaya or ang municipal agriculture officer kaya o kaya ang kapitan kaya nga natay buhaton palihog, magpatabang ta sila to quote the attention of the farmers or mga organizations nga naatay activity, no. Mapagan ang trabaho kung mag-coordinate, no. Hindi po ta mo attack diretso kay basig ma-insulto ang mga barangay captain or kinsa bay ma-insulto inigsulod na to watay pananghid. So there should be a coordination, there should be a courtesy, no, pakig-partner nga na. So a good program planning provides evaluation process, provides for evaluations for processes and result, no. Mayroong monitoring, no. So tingnan natin ang process, okay ba ang pagpadagan, okay ba ang pag-implement, and what is the result. So kamusta ang result, na may problema, anong problema, so that we can improve on the next cycles of program, ganun. So what are the steps, no, in program planning? Ano yung mga steps? Of course, ang unang step is we need to have an analysis or assessment of the situation, no. Tingnan natin ano ba ang kahimtang sa mga tao, sa community, sa barangay nga atong tagaan og extension program, no. Tagaan og outreach program. So kaya nga before makandak ang extension program or activities, merong tinawag na TNA, no. The technology needs assessment. Ano ba ang needs nila in terms of technology, no? Technology needs assessment. Technology needs assessment. Ito yung pinakaunang gawin, no, before we conduct our programs because dito sa analysis of the situation, diyan natin makikita ang mga problema, mga needs nila, no, unsa ba yung mga priority nila nga atong pwedeng matabangan, no. So the information obtained from the community would serves as the basis for itong mga assessment of situation, basis for defining the environment where the change is to occur, no. So asa dapita ta mo insert unsa atong kahadapita nga area, no. Kung sa agriculture man, sa crops ba, sa lubi ba, no, sa upland ba, sa lowland ba, no. asa nga barangay, asa nga sitio, kinsa nga organization. Okay, defining the environment where the change is to occur. And also the information obtained from community would serve as basis for identifying the entry point of a community-based program. So, alam natin na ang problema is sakit sa mga lubi. So, doon sa based on the situation, so our entry point is about the diseases of coconut atong buhatag programs or extension project. Okay? And also formulating the goals and objectives, no? Serve as basis atong mga ang ating assessment serves us in the formulating the goals and objectives associated with meeting the needs and problems, no? So nakita nato ang problem doon sa situation, so magbuhat na tag goals and objectives to solve the problem. Okay? And also the informations obtained from the analysis of the situation, okay, serves in establishing the benchmark from which to judge the performance of the project and the change made. No? Panalitan because meron tayong technology needs assessment, kasama siguro doon ang analysis of the financial income, analysis of socioeconomic situation. Then after the project or the extension outreach has been implemented, makita na natin kung naabay epekto. Kaya for example, pag primerong survey, no, primerong TNA, nakita natin mo ng income. Pag human sa project na napunta impact evaluation study, mayroon bang impact ang ating extension program? So atong makita kung naabay difference in income, difference in attitude, difference in values, difference in practices, no? Difference in knowledge kung mayroon bang nahatag ato extension program. So magamit ang assessment of the situation in that case, no? And also the assessment of the situation, the information that obtained from the community would serve as basis for utilizing available resources in the community development programs. Now, based on the situation, mahibaluta unsay mga priority, although sa situation makita daw ng daghang problema. But based on the different problems that has been known or that has been discovered based on the assessment of the situation, so we can prioritize which among the given problem is considered as urgent asa itong unahon, no? Kaya di man ito madungang tanan itong gamay rang resources, no? So, ibig sabihin, utilizing the available resources in the community development programs. So, atong ma-focus ang atong kwarta, ang atong panahon, ang atong expertise para dito sa urgent o pinaka-importante nga problema sa tanang problema nga nahibalan. Okay? We can prioritize based on because of the analysis of the situation. So, next, after the analysis of the situation, there is a setting of objectives, no? So nakita na nimong sitwasyon, nakita na nimong problema. So we have to solve the problem by setting up objectives and goals. Ano siya, no? So objective and goals are derived mainly from the problems identified that are considered primary importance, no? Or immediate concern, both the clientele and the planners, no? The planners, no? So unsay priority, no? We have to set our goals. So there is the definition of objective in here. Objective is defined as a direction of movement. Asa ta paingon, no? Di tay dapat magkahiusa ang sa itong tumong sa itong tuyo, di ta mag-iya, no? So dapat natin problem nga solbon. So an objective is defined as a direction of movement, no? So general objectives, meron tayong general objectives are more definite social statements expressing general purpose of the extension organization. Although we have specific objective, but general is expressed in general purpose of the extension organization. And there are some attributes or characteristic of good objective. So an objective should be specific and simple. So I mean to say it should be clear, nang dali lang masabtan o dali lang pud makuha na dili lisod. An objective should be measurable kasi kung dili siya ma-measure, di ta kahibalo kung naa ba effect ang atong extension program. So kailangan measurable siya, no? So how to express our objectives in terms of measurable in nature, okay? So another attribute is accurate and attainable. So dapat dili imposible kanang kaya, no? For example, ingon ta nga to alleviate or to solve the poverty in the Philippines. So, hirap siya i-solve, no? Siguro is, kan lang, at least man lang, minimize or reduce, no? Okay. So para attainable siya, no? Okay? So it should be realistic, no? Dili imposible kay basin og suntok sa buwan, no? Dili tinuod. Dili na to makaya. Mingon lugar ta. As for example, no? Ah, yun na nga kanina, no? We have to eliminate poverty. We cannot eliminate poverty actually, no? We can minimize but we cannot eliminate. So it should be realistic, no? In terms of time, no? Yung lugar ta, increase ang income ng farmers within 2 weeks. Na, di na realistic. That's impossible, no? Okay? So another, we have the characteristic or attributes of good objective. It should be time bound. So dapat mayroong limit kung kanasa na to i-attain itong objectives, no? In to increase the income of the farmers uh, by 10% within 3 years. So time bound. So, okay. Okay. So that is the steps. And then number 3, steps in program planning, we have designing a strategy. After we have analyzed the situation, after we have set the objective, so we have to set a strategy or procedure on how to attain those objectives. So, yung objectives natin, lagyan natin ng methodology, lagyan natin ng procedure, no? Okay. So, a strategy is combination of means to achieve the program objectives and goals, no? Combination of means to achieve the program objectives and goals. So, a strategy may include the following, no? Selecting the approaches for change, no? So, ano yung mga approaches for change? Sometimes we have the technological approach, no, or commodity approach, no? Daghang approaches in extension, but ito nang madiscuss siguro later on. Okay? And also, a strategy may include the following: determining the alternative solutions to the problem. So, ibig sabihin na natay mga extra, no, mga solution or plan A or plan B, no? Okay, a strategy is a combination of means to achieve the program objective and goals. The strategy may include the following: choosing the appropriate extension and communication techniques, no, or methods. So, appropriate extension and communication method as either individual extension or group method and mass media method. Pag individual method, we have ano yun, farm visits, no? We have office calls, no? Pag group, we have ano yun, meetings, we have seminars, we have marami, no? In mass media, we have radio, TV, no? Or print media, marami tayo. Okay, also, the strategy may include the following: setting up the organizational structure and staff, no? Belongs to the strategy for designing a strategy. Strategy could be organizational structure and staff. So, ng president, vice president, so mayroong mga staffing pattern, and each staff mayroong function, no? So, ganun. Ibig sabihin, organizational structure. And also, a strategy may include the following: budget, no? Kung wala kay budget, so how can you attain the objective? For example, kung madto kag barangay, magkanda kag seminar, asan mo kuhaon ang mga food, ang snacks, ang mga fuel, no? Mga gasolina, krudo, asan mo kuhaon, uban pang mga logistics, no? Mga supplies. And also, the strategy may include the following: the enlisting community support. So, ibig sabihin na before magkandak extension program, be sure na merong support ang community dyan, no? Ang mga barangay nag-support, ang mga tao, may mga community support, na support of other groups in the community, okay? So, kasi pag mayroong support sa community, most likely mo adapt sila sa change nga atong posibleng ihatag sa ilaha, no? Okay. And also, strategy may include the following: establishing linkages with other agencies. So, meron tayong partnership, no, with different stakeholders na panalitan kung magkandak ta og extension programs sa kabarangay, panalitan na atong project is about coconut and banana integration. So, coconut and banana integration, college ang nag-spearhead, ang nag-sponsor ng activity, ang facilitator, pero pwede siya ma-invite taga Philippine Coconut Authority to speak about the coconut, or kaya taga Department of Agriculture, no, there is a partnership with different agencies so that the project will be post through, will be successful ang project, no. So dapat mag-ambag-ambag siguro ang munisipyo, in charge sila sa snacks. Yang college siguro in charge sila sa resource person o uban pang mga gagmayng gastoon. So mag-ambag-ambag. So there is linkages, no? Their partnership. So there must be a memorandum of agreement, no? Memorandum of agreement mga MOA nga pagawas na pirmahan para mahibalo unsay commitment, unsay rule sa matag agency nga involved sa project. Okay? Does the project need some forms of assistance? So what assistance? Kanang technical assistance, kanang mga technology, mga logistics, no, mga sakyanan, mga krudo, unsa mga assistance sa snacks, no, sa mga tarpaulin. So dapat na atay mga collaborations of different stakeholders. Okay? So now, after we have designed a strategy, so we have the planning the program of activities, no, yung mga activities, no, includes a plan and calendar of work. So merong plan sa trabaho, calendar of work of the project, and the scheduling of the various project activities. Kailan, no, kailan buhaton, kinsay mabuhat kanas ano. So plan of work is outline of activities to arrange as to enable execution, implementation ito, no, of the entire program. It answers the questions how, paano ba ito ang itong planning the program activities, how will it be done, ug kanos ay ito buhaton, no, pila ka adlaw, no, pila ka oras, okay, where, asa, okay, and whom, o kinsa ang responsible mo trabaho ana para atong ma-monitor o atong ma-check ang mga trabaho, no. So the calendar of work is a plan of work arranged chronologically. So dapat ang mga trabaho hanay, no, ibig sabihin na mga trabaho nga magdepende sa ubang mga trabaho. Panalitan sa baboy, for example, no, if the plan of activity is about shall we say kana farrowing, so sa pagpaanak, no, o parturition sa baboy, na schedule kung sa mga anak ang baboy. But before mga anak ang baboy, there should be a prior activity for that, like for example breeding, no, mating. So pabidan sa nimo para mga anak siya, no. So manay mga trabaho nga connected. Ang isa ka trabaho dili nimo perform tungod kay magdepende siya sa una nga mga trabaho. Okay? So calendar of work is a plan of work arranged chronologically. Okay? So after that, after the planning the program activities, there is an evaluation. So we need to evaluate, no, ano bang evaluate our milestone, asa na ba ta, unsa may problema nga atong nasinati while na implement nato ang program. So there's a reflection, no, there's a monitoring. Okay? It takes place throughout the whole program planning activity. Yeah, ang evaluation, we should evaluate every day, no, ano ba ang nangyari sa program, sa project on this day, no. So for example, na-implement ba ang activities based on the schedule? O kung na-implement siya, kumusta ang pagka-implement? So we have to evaluate, no? Ayaw ba pagka-implement? Sakto ba? Or kung wala na implement, nganong wala na implement? So we have to reflect, so evaluate. Nganong wala na implement? Unsa day problema? So therefore evaluation is a whole program planning activity. So di lang kayo mo-evaluate lang ta after na mahuman ang project. So there should be an evaluation of everyday activity, no? As one goes through the various stages of planning or the planning process, alternatives have to be discussed and decisions have to be made, no. As one goes to the various stages of planning, alternatives have to be discussed and decisions have to be made. So kay basin ay, for example, no, napaday another alternative nga mas dali, mas effective, mas efficient, no, kaya permit taga evaluate, ga monitor, ga reflect, no. Each alternative needs to be assessed first before making a decision. Yeah. So dapat mayroong assessment, no, mayroong evaluation. Ayun, no. Those are the different the steps and program planning, no. Okay, as a sort of review, ayun. Okay, what is an extension program plan, no? What are the characteristics of a good program plan? Sinabi natin kanina. And yes, there you have it. Okay, so thank you for listening. Let's end up the adoption process of the technology, no? And well, what we have talked on this session, we talk about the steps in program planning, no? What is a good program plan, no? Ayan na siya. So again, I have to emphasize that it is very important to have our plan of work, our plan of activities, our plan, no, sa ato, be it in our personal life, so be it doon sa balay, be it in our school, in as a student, so meron tayong plan talaga na ating i-implement, no, para successful yung mga target natin, no. Okay, so thank you for listening, and hope you will continue to listen our succeeding discussion. Thank you so much.